Right. Let's begin yoga. Yes. All right. Welcome to yoga. Welcome to your chairs and your body this morning. How are you feeling? I'm asking you that question, but also like just reflect. How are you feeling today? Yeah. So we'll practice our balance, our stability, and all that. And just a reminder, if you're watching this as a recording on YouTube, please subscribe, like, share this modality, this yoga that we do with as many people as you possibly can in our chaotic world today. And it's gonna just keep the soup is gonna continue to be stirred for a while. And we just need some grounding. And this practice, this regular practice of meditation and yoga will ground you, will soften the reaction that we have to all that's going on. And finding that joy, just remember that we are joy, we are contentment. Remind yourself of that. Smile regularly. Because remember, oh yeah, I'm gonna smile. And then just see how you feel when you crack a smile by yourself, with somebody else. And it's just the food of the soul. Yeah, smiling and laughter. All right, so we're going to begin finding a nice tall spine. What that means is is just lifting the heart. Yes. Actually, if you're sitting back in your chair, scoot forward a little bit and just notice, I mentioned this last week too, when you sit at the closer to the edge of your chair, so you're not leaning your back against the chair, you automatically engage your back muscles in your spine, right? And so it's just good. And then that creates good posture. Good. And let's flip our palms up on our lap. Actually, let's start our practice like we always do, shake, shake, shaking. Yeah. Oh, you can make sounds with your mouth. Blah, 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 blah. Just shake off all the stuff that comes your way on a daily basis. And just being aware that we literally feel different every day. And sometimes there's just no, I was just talking to one of the students and they were like, I just had such a great night's sleep. And I don't know why. Well, just doesn't, you don't have to know why. Just, be grateful for that. Yeah. Good. Flipping up, palms on the lap. Good. So we're going to begin with the sound of Om, and then we're going to go into alternate nostril breathing. So alternate nostril breathing is, the classic Nadi Shodhan breath in yoga that really helps us to center, right? When we're off to one side or off to another side and we're, tilted, even our body, when our body's tilted, when women, we wear a purse and our shoulders up like that all the time, we're not centered, right? And when we're centered, we just feel, again, stronger, able to handle whatever comes our way and know that everything is constantly changing. Yeah, good. So you can feel free to close your eyes, palms up on your lap, and let's just arrive in this space, in our sacred space, in our practice today. Yeah. And let's take a breath in through the nose. And breathe it out through the mouth with a ha sound as you just sigh it out. Just be aware that all of your tension begins to release from your body. Another breath in and ha it out. Ha. And now we're going to do 3 exhale breaths with the sound of Om. And Om is the primordial sound that connects us to the higher energy, whatever that is for you, outer space, nature, the divine, our higher self, God, whatever that is for you. We connect because we're energy and it's a way to connect with higher vibration. Yeah. So let's take a nice big breath in through the nose. And with the sound of Om, slowly Om. Feeling that sound from the lower belly. Om. Relax. So trying to extend the exhale with that Om sound as long as you can. Good. Let's take another breath in. And one more. Take a breath in. Om. Feeling that vibration as you're exhaling, the sound of Om. And then relax the breath. Bringing your awareness to your left hand and just touching your thumb and your pointer finger very lightly into Chin Mudra. Taking your right two peace fingers and gently touching the middle of your eyebrows with the tips of your fingers. Your thumb is just on the right side, the other two fingers on the left side of your nose. Heart is lifted, so don't round forward. Keep a nice tall spine. Take a breath in through both nostrils. Breathe out through both nostrils. And then gently touching your right nostril with your thumb. Breathe in through the left. All the way to the top, third eye. And then touch your left nostril and breathe out through the right. And feel free to use Ujjayi breath here, slight restriction of the back of your throat. Breathe in through the right. Touch the right, breathe out the left. Get as slow as you can, as long as you can. Breathe in through the left. So out and in through one side. Touch the left, breathe out the right. Breathe in the right and continue at your own pace for another 3 or 4 rounds. Slow as you can, deep as you can. You start to feel tension in the right shoulder. See if you can just relax the right shoulder. Keeping that nice lifted heart, not rounding forward. Smile on the face. Ujjayi breath. Pausing at the top and the bottom of your breath, going in slow motion. And no hurry, you'll just finish the rounds. Just when you breathe out the left nostril, you can release the breath. But complete the breath, breathing out the left nostril. Again, relax, bend the hand on the lap, release the chin mudra, so palms up on the lap. Relax your shoulders, keep your eyes closed, and just notice the effects of that breath. Notice if you feel calmer. Notice if your natural breath is slower and deeper. Notice if you are in the present moment. Okay. And then gently flip your palms down onto your lap. And recheck in with that nice tall spine. You can keep your eyes closed here for head circles if you'd like, or you can open them. Take a breath in As you exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Keep that tall spine. Stretch your shoulders back. Slide your hands up to the further up your thighs. And then rotate your head slowly over to the left or right, maybe right. And as you come up, push into your feet. And then over to the other side, relax your feet and forward. Again, like you're moving through molasses in January. Slowly rotate your head. Notice your neck muscles, how they feel. And just the next time that the head rolls forward, you'll pause there. And then reverse. And maybe Ujjayi breath if you have that in your practice. It's just a way that Ujjayi is to slow your breath down. Breathing in and out of your nose as much as possible. And then the next time that the head comes forward, pause. Gently press down into your feet and your hands and slowly lift your head back up. And now, since our eyes have been closed for a while, just gently crack them open, let a little bit of light in, and then open them a little wider and a little wider until they're fully open. Yeah. Nice way to wake up. Yeah. Okay. Let's continue on with our beautiful practice here. So again, we're scooted forward in our chair, and if you're not, scoot a little forward. If you're not there already, good. Let's bring our legs out a little bit wider. Good. Nice tall spine. Take a breath in, and as we exhale, hinge forward. Feel that hinging. Keep your spine straight. Don't round your back. Yeah. Keep your chest leading. Couple circles here. So you can inhale. You can start with the right and back. As you go back, feel that tummy tuck in. Over to the other side and forward. Good. And you can start with little circles. That felt okay. Maybe the next one is a little bit bigger. So you're pushing off with your feet, your opposite foot as you go over. As you come forward, pause and then reverse, go the opposite direction. And just feeling the shift from one hip bone to the other. Yeah. Feel the belly tuck back as you go back. It's time your body comes forward. Pause, press down into your feet and slowly bring the body straight back up. Good. All right, we're gonna lift our elbows up just to where it's comfortable. Relax your shoulders and just slowly start to open the chest and the shoulders. Little gentle elbow pumps here. Yeah. Continuing to breathe. Notice how your elbows feel, how your arms feel, how your shoulders feel here. Notice if there's any tension that's starting to build up. See if you can relax the shoulders. And if you want to go a little bit faster, that's just an option. Starting to wake up the body. Good. And then relax. Relax the elbows down. Relax the arms down. Just let the arms gently hang down. As you press into your feet, lift your shoulders up. Stretch your spine long. Exhale, relax. Good. And now lift the shoulders and drop. So little shoulder pumps, lifting and lowering. Yeah. And nothing should be, uncomfortable, any of these poses. And if they are, there's a fine line between taking it to your edge, right? And doing it and cranking through it. You don't want to crank through anything in yoga. And relax. Good. Bringing your hands back onto your lap. You're going to toe, heel, your feet back to hip distance apart. Good. Shake out any tension that might have built up there. Good. Relax your arms down. We're going to turn our palms out. Good. On an inhale breath, we're going to slowly raise our arms up. Arms are nice and relaxed. We're going to bend the right arm. We're going to take and see if we can grab onto the right elbow with the left hand. Good. If that's not for you, wrist to wrist, or you can interlace your fingers above your head. Good. And then lift the heart. Yes. Gently guide that upper arm into or closer to your head if you have space. Elbow, you can stretch the elbow back if you have space. Yeah, just opening up the rib cage, the lungs, all those that fascia tissue in your ribs. And then release. Slowly bring the fingers down to the shoulders. Good. Drop the elbows. Good. Reach the elbows forward and up. And stretch them back and down. Good. Nice. Just a couple circles to loosen up the shoulder. Good. And then reverse, go the opposite direction. Just enjoying this nice slow stretch and movement of the shoulders. Good. And then relax, release your arms down. Good. Wiggle out your arms. You can roll out your shoulders, relax them. Good. Just being mindful this week, just notice what you're clenching. Notice if your shoulders are going up. And then if you're feeling that, sometimes you're not aware of it, but then if you consciously say, oh, relax my shoulders, you're like, oh, wow, I guess they were stiffened up. Yeah. And I'll turn the palms out the other side here. We're going to press down into your feet to raise your arms up nice and easily. And when you get to about 3/4 of the way, bend the left elbow. See if you can grab onto the left elbow with the right hand, or wrists, or fingers. Yeah. And if you are here, see if you can hug that upper arm in a little bit closer. Maybe move it back slightly. Breathe. Chest is lifted. So much space in the lungs. Yes. Breathe 2. And 1. And then gently just let the hands release down. Halfway down, check in with your shoulders. See if their shoulders are tense. See if you can relax. And then just let the arms float down the rest of the way. Nice. Good. And shake it out. Shake, shake, shake it out. All right, we're going to come into a deep twist. We haven't done this in a little bit. So we're going to come to the side of our chair here. Good. Now, both hips can remain on the seat of your chair. If it's available to you, grab onto the back of your chair, scoot this outside hip off your chair a little bit. Yeah. And if that doesn't feel right, go back to sitting fully on your chair. Good. Now, if you are here with your hip, off the chair, see if you can slide your foot back onto the ball of your foot and bring the knee as close to down towards the floor as is comfortable. And then take some time to resituate yourself so that this lunge feels good. You're not feeling the chair pressing into parts, of your leg or that's uncomfortable. Yeah. Now, some of you want to go a little bit deeper hip flexor stretch. You can lean forward and slide that foot back a little bit and then come back up, straight up. We don't want to stay forward here. And if you found that, oops, that's a little bit too much, slide back, find your spot. Yeah, in your lunge. Good. All right. And then we're going to inhale and lift both of our arms up, coming into a seated lunge. Take a breath in. Exhale it out, stretch up tall. Take another big breath in. And as you exhale, relax the body, keep the arms up, and see if you can turn at your waist towards the back of your chair, just a little bit. Then drop your hands and either hold on to the top of your chair, the sides of your chair. Maybe your right hand is on the top of the chair and the front hand is on the side of the thigh. So find where it's comfortable for you for your twist. Yeah. Good. And you can start here with one hand on the thigh, one hand on the back of the chair. Take a nice breath in. As you exhale, see if you can turn a little bit further towards the back of your chair. And then once there, maybe play again with your hands and wherever it's comfortable, not too much of a, you don't want to have a discomfort on your back at all. Yeah, so you decide. Take a breath in. As you exhale, relax, and just softly twist a little bit more. Just find your perfect edge, your range of motion. Good. And then find big breath. See if it can breathe all the way down to your belly. Yeah, this is stretching so many tight muscles, the hip flexor, the thigh, your waist, a little bit of a squeeze to your internal organs, your neck. You can turn and look over that back shoulder a little bit further. Yeah, breathe and squeeze and twist. One more breath. As you exhale, relax and very slowly bring the body straight back forward. Yeah, good. And once there, you can bring your hand to the back of your thigh. You can lean forward slightly. And on an inhale breath, help that leg up next to the other. Grab onto your chair, slide both hips back onto your chair. Good. And then slowly make your way back to the front of your chair. Stay here. Let's do a little shake. Release the tension. And then let's go over to the other side. Okay. All right, same thing on this side, right? So find your range of motion. And again, if you don't go into the lunge, if both hips are on the chair, you can do your twist that way. If you want to slide off a little bit to give this leg some space to come down and make it a lunge, that's an option. Everything's an option. And your job is to find what is comfortable for you. Yeah. Not what I'm doing, not what you're seeing, right? But what's comfortable for you. So again, here's lunge, right? Maybe the knee is here, right? Maybe it's here. Maybe you're sliding it a little bit further back and getting that hip flexor stretch. Yeah, so you decide. I'm deciding that, okay, this is comfortable for me. Good. Now if it's available to you, reach both arms up. And then take a big breath in. Exhale, press into that standing foot to reach up. And one more breath in. As you exhale, relax. Slowly turn towards the back of your chair. As you start to release your hands down, again, one on the chair, one on your thigh maybe on either side of your chair. It just depends on the chair that you're sitting on. Take a breath in. As you exhale, see if you have some space to turn a little bit further towards the back of your chair. And maybe you look over that back shoulder. Breathe. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Enjoying the stretch. If at any point in time you feel any discomfort in your back, your hips, then just back out a little bit. Come back into something that's a little bit more pleasant for you. Yes. And breathe. Two. Hardest part is, how do I take care of myself? Good. And as you exhale, slowly make your way back, forward. Good. Bring your hand to that lunged leg. Hinge forward, and on an inhale breath, slowly bring that leg next to the other. Scoot both hips onto your chair and slowly make your way back to the front of your chair, sitting forward in your chair. Yeah. And just release your legs. Good. Stretching all those muscles and tendons. Yeah. Good. Yeah, when we don't take care of ourselves, yoga is a perfect example, a perfect, modality to be reminded to only go for your body. I've never been able to sit and cross-leg on the floor. And I've been practicing yoga for, almost 30 years. And it's just like, that's just anatomically how my body is. It's just, and I embrace that now. I used to get annoyed by that, as I'm sitting with my kids and all of them are in cross leg with their knees down, I'm like, how come I can't do that? And it was like, because that's just my body and I'm honoring my body and just doing little, that's why the chair is so great. Okay, one more seated and then we'll stand. So we're going to hinge forward, clasp behind your knee, your right knee. On an inhale breath, ooh, hug that thigh into your belly, reach your shoulders back and down. Do a couple of circles with your foot. Good. And then reverse. All right. And now we're going to see if we can keep that knee up. Just hold your thighs with your fingers and see if you can add wrist circles in one direction or opposite direction. Opposite direction. Holding that leg up. If you can drop your toe and release. Through strengthening this thigh muscle, right? And this hip flexor. Good. Let's go to the other side. Inhale, hug it in, squeeze it in, shoulders back and down. Good. And foot. Nice stretch for the feet. And reverse. All right. And now we're going to let go, right? If you can, or just come to with your fingers holding. That's engage that belly, nice tall spine, look straight ahead and see if you can just circle your wrists and your foot and then reverse other direction. Yeah, good. And then release that leg down. Yeah. Okay. That's a little challenging. It is for me anyway. All right, so let's make our way to standing. So sliding the heels back, hinging forward again, keeping that tall spine. Good. Take a big breath in here. Exhale it out. Good. And now on an inhale breath, press into your heels and let the inhale breath float you up to a stand. And make your way to the back of your chair. Sit forward, side out, whatever you choose. And we've been sitting a little while, so let's just move the body, move the legs. Yeah. Cranky legs. Good. I'm a little stiff in my hips. I've been walking more than I usually do. And so it's like, oh, so my hips are talking to me. And, you know, and I've decided to just embrace the little aches and pains that I have on a fairly regular basis. It's like, I mean, this is an older body, so it's okay. You know, it's just the way it is, just the way the body works. I was young once and didn't have aches and pains every day. I had my turn. Now soften the knees, widen the stance, and let's just float side to side. Breathe in and breathe out. In through the nose, out through the mouth. This always feels so good. Really extend that exhale breath. Just bringing an awareness to letting go of all the stuff we hold onto. This is such a perfect time. You know, we just had the summer solstice. Perfect time to burn off all the stuff we don't want anymore. Just pretend or just let it out. Consciously let it out. And come back to center. Good. Come back to hip distance apart. Find your mountain pose. Good. All right. So bringing your hands into prayer position. Actually, we're going to bring the legs a tiny bit wider apart. We're going to soften the knees. Yeah. And on an inhale breath, we're going to straighten the knees, reach your arms up and out and lift the heart and look up. Yeah, connecting to that energy that Om brought. Exhale, curl your arms in, drop your head, soften your knees. It's the breath of joy. Inhale, lift up, open up. Yes, there's so many opportunities this world offers us, this universe offers us. Exhale, curl in. We get stuck in our little routines and sometimes that feels good. And sometimes it's nice to stretch out, reach up, look up. Look at options. Look at all the beauty, the wonder, the amazingness that we exist in. Exhale, curl in, and maybe find something new. And one more. Breath of joy. Big breath in. Take the biggest breath you can in. Hold it up there. And exhale, curl in. Good. And now just slowly lift the head up, straighten the knees, relax the arms down. Good. All right. And let's just start to move the body a little bit side to side. Yeah. Just notice things that you get a curiosity, like look at everything with curiosity. And it can be the smallest thing. Starting a new little craft, you know, I just planted some basil and bean seeds and I tried once, they didn't work out so well. Then I tried again and it was like, wow, they just pop up out of the ground. What a miracle. These tiny little seeds that create food and pleasure, eye candy, flowers, trees. Yeah, good. All right, and come back to center. Okay. Find your mountain pose. Good. All right, like when we were seated, we're going to inhale and we're going to, as we inhale, we're going to reach our arms out and up. And see again if you can grab on to your right elbow. Yeah, good. And if, or wrists or fingers, like maybe if you did the wrists, maybe standing up, you have more space, maybe not. Good. So wherever you are here, take a breath in. And as you exhale, just gently lean over to the left. Just a little bit. Tuck your tummy in. Knees are not locked back. They're a tiny bit soft. Good. And maybe you can even turn and look underneath your right arm. And stretch that whole right side of your body. Yeah. Rib cage, even your waist, your hip, under your arm. Relax your head back forward now. Press into your feet. Inhale, lift your body back up. And slowly let go of your elbow. Let your fingers fall to your shoulders. Relax your elbows down. Give your shoulders a little massage. And then reach your elbows forward and up and back and down. Forward and up. Our theme this week is head and shoulders, knees and toes. Yeah. And then reach back and up, forward and down, back and up, forward and down, and release your arms down. Remember that rhyme. Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. It was just a cute way to get kids to do forward fold. And shake it out. Good. All right, let's go to the other side. So inhale, reach the arms out and up. And see if you can grab onto the left elbow with the right hand. And again, this shows us such humility. You know, like I said, well, I can't sit cross-legged and I've been doing yoga for 30 years. If you can't do any of the poses, just be kind to yourself. Find what you can do and celebrate that. Yeah. Take a breath in. And as we exhale, reach up and lean over. Just a little lean. Yeah, tummy's tucked in. Hips shifted over to the left just a little bit. If there's space to turn and look underneath the left arm. Yeah. Relax. Really tuck that tummy in. That protects the low back. And breathe. 2. And 1. And then relax the head back forward, press into your feet. Slowly bring your body back up. Release your elbow and relax. Let the arms float down and now. And roll out the shoulders. Release the tension. Yeah, good. All right, a little bit of a balance here. So you might need to have your chair handy, just in, just a little bit. Yeah. Good. All right. But just, it's always nice to have it nearby there. So if you were doing something and you just need to touch down and, give yourself a little bit of stability for a second. Yeah. So we're going to inhale, reach the arms out and up, straight up. Good. Take a breath in, exhale it out. And now on an inhale breath, see if you can just attempt to start lifting your toes. Your toes. Yeah. Not very much. Maybe it's like a half an inch off the floor. But just that intention to lift your toes up as high as you can. You start to feel a little bit of a wobble. Your brain's like, wait, what are you doing? Why are you not on your full foot? Yeah, this is good. It's good connection, brain to body. And then release, come back to your full weight on your feet and toes. And then bend your elbows, release your arms down, take a break with your arms, roll out your shoulders. Good. And now we're going to interlace our hands. Let's just stretch our hands while they're there interlaced. Good. And then we're going to fan our elbows out. We're going to bring our palms forward. Let's stretch our hands forward. And then release, bend the elbows a little bit. See if you can raise your arms up over your head. And reach your palms up towards the sky. See, let's become aware of what's going on in your low rib cage. See if you can tuck your rib cage down. Yeah, so your back is not arched. All right, now here, if it's available to you, have the intention to lift your heels up off the floor as you press your palms up towards the ceiling. Again, just a little bit. Again, you'll be feeling a wobble. That's your brain talking to your body, engaging all those deep core muscles to say, whoa, hold on, hold this body up. Yeah, what is it doing? Take care of it. Good. Reach, reach, reach. And release. So little, right? That tiny little lift creates a lot of energy going through your body. And then slowly release the arm down. Good. Nice. And shake it out. Good. All right. And so continuing with our balance disruptors, right? So we're going to come to hip distance apart. So a good way to calculate your hip distance, because everybody's hip distance is differently, start with standing with your feet together. Good. And then just bring your toe out and your heel out. And typically that's your hip distance. Yeah. You can also, it's a little more cumbersome, can also do that and come to your heel, right? But it's easier to go heel your feet out. But that's classically where your hip distance is. And they're all different. We're all different. All right. So with standing, so here you might want to hold on to your chair. Again, this is a big balance disruptor, right? And a little bit goes a long way. So imagine you have suction cups on your feet, like those little bobblehead dolls. Yeah, good. So we're going to be moving the body and grounding the feet. We're going to move the body in a circle, right? So come to your toes and over to one side, and then to your heels, and then to the other side. So just find these circles. And if that's feeling good, you can let go of the chair. Yeah. And so feeling your whole bottom foot from toes to the sides, to the heels, to the other sides. Good. And then maybe you bring your hands onto your waist if that feels okay. You can always drop down. Maybe your circles become a little bit bigger, maybe not. It doesn't matter, right? Just the subtlety is what is important here. That's the power here. Good. And then pause. And then see if you can start going the opposite direction. Good. And noticing all the muscles in the feet, the muscles in the legs are engaging. Yeah. Finding your circle. Notice what's more challenging from you. The toes, the heels, the sides. Whoa. And come back to center. Good. Shake it out. Yeah. All right. And now we're going to do that same thing. We're going to do one more round. So find your hip distance. and find where you want your hands. Good. And again, we're going to start now the opposite direction. So start off to the left. It's almost like you're making a footprint of your feet. Right? Maybe you let go. That feels okay. Maybe hands on waist. And if you want to take this just a little further, maybe you look through your eyelashes. Yeah. If you're feeling really stable and safe, maybe close the eyes. Yeah. Good. Feel that shift. Yeah. And again, the subtlety is such good. It's all about the subtle shifts that are so good for us. All right. And come back to center. Open your eyes if you had them closed. That's really a good practice. You can do that anywhere, anytime. If you're standing and waiting in line for something, just practice that little weight shift. You know, it's just such good practice. And again, it's like a savings account. You know, it doesn't seem like much, but the more we do it on a regular basis, it just creates this amazing, you know, transformation for us and helps us to stay stable and flexible and balanced. This is good for our balance. Yeah. All right. So another, we're going to have your chair here. We're just going to be standing on one leg. Yeah. All right. So we're going to shift the weight to the inside leg. Bend your knee. Good. And then lifting the knee up. So you can lift it low, you can lift it high. If you're lifting it high and you're feeling stable, you can even grab underneath your knee, like when we were seated, right? And then we're gonna take, or you can have one hand on the chair. Yeah, and just start to then rock. So look at a spot, stare at your drishti gaze. Good. And then relax and slowly do circles with that foot. You can touch your toe down anytime. You can grab your chair anytime. And then reverse, go the opposite direction. And now if it's available to you, add the wrists. So roll the wrists as you're rolling the foot, stare at your spot, you got this, and then opposite direction. 2 more, you got it, you got it, you got it. And release. Whoa, if somebody's watching this, they're like, that looks so simple, right? Ooh, no. Let's slide over to the other side and do that with this. And again, just take this. You can be doing this. You can, you know, be doing that. You can be holding your chair and just kicking. You find your range of motion. Okay. So let's get ready. Let's do this side. Keeping a tall spine is so helpful, right? If we're doing this when we're slumped forward, it's very taxing on the whole body. Yeah. So find a nice tall spine. First, come to the ball of your foot, see how that feels. Then lift the knee up. Then see if I lift it higher on this side, maybe not on this side. Can I grab underneath my knee? Yeah, good. And just balance here. And can I just easily kick the foot forward and back? Tummy's tucked in, everything's engaged. Foot standing, foot's engaged. Good. And now can I roll my foot in one direction? And can I roll it in the other direction? Can I let go of my leg and add the wrists? Maybe you're adding one wrist, maybe both. Yeah, and reverse. Opposite direction. You got this, you got this, you got this. And release. Okay, I'm working you out today with that strengthening of the lower body. Ha, you've earned a rest. Find your mountain pose. Kneecaps lift, tummy tucked in, tailbone down, shoulders back and down. Nice tall spine. Close your eyes if you'd like. Take a couple breaths here. Breath in. Let the breath out. Another breath in. Let it go. Good. And slowly open the eyes. Okay. All right, we're just going to work our thighs just a little bit more here. Yeah, so important to have for our stability. It's key. And as we get older, we lose muscle mass a lot quicker, right? We don't eat enough protein typically. So to get, I mean, they say like 60 to 70 grams of protein a day for older adults. And I mean, it's hard to get, but making that a goal, more protein, more, good protein. And there's different options these days, but as much as you can in you to keep these muscles strong. And that's what keeps you from falling. Yeah, good. All right, so chair pose. All right, everybody's favorite. So they're just basically little squats. But take a breath in, and as you exhale, just bend your elbows like you have ski poles, like you're on a mountain, ski mountain. Us Coloradoans, we know that. And then press down and come back up. And exhale, hinge your hips back and come back up. Yeah, let's start working out now for ski season. Each time, maybe you go a little bit further down. Yeah. And then this time we're gonna hold. We're gonna hold, hips back, right? And our knees are, not too far forward, maybe slightly forward from our heels. Good. Release your hands onto your thighs. Take a breath in, sit a little bit further down, as if there's a stool behind you that you're gonna sit on. And then see if you can lift your heart and look forward. So we're really working those glutes, hamstrings, thighs. Good. If it's available to you, reach one arm forward. See if you can reach the other arm forward. Make a fist and rotate your fist in one direction and other direction. Yeah. And release your hands onto your thighs. Look down towards the floor. Start to press down into your heels to slowly straighten your knees. Slow, slow, slow. And once your legs are straight, relax, lift the head. Good. Bring your hands onto your heart and close your eyes and feel your heartbeat. Yes. Getting strength in our muscles, getting our circulation moving throughout our body, our prana energy moving throughout our body. Again, and just feel how gratitude feels. Usually it's in the throat area. We feel gratitude and grief both in our throat. So feeling the gratitude that you have what you have. Yes. And we have this life and we have this practice. And we are part of a wonderful world. Now, right. And slowly open the eyes, release the hands down, and coming to our chairs. Good. So however you can gracefully make your way down to your chair. I won't torch you anymore. I like sending my hips back, stopping about halfway, recalibrating, taking a breath in, and as I exhale, hold onto the chair and land your hips nice and easily to your chair. Scoot it forward. Yeah, good. And shake it out. Really nice work up there, everybody. There is a multitude. There's like we have billions and trillions of cells in this body that constantly regenerate, die off, regenerate, die off, regenerate. That's how many, beautiful pieces of gratitude that we have, in this world. If you start to make a list, I have a journal next to my bed. I'm not a big journaler. I wish I was more prolific in that, but maybe one of these days, maybe that's something new that I will incorporate. But what I do is have a little journal, and before I lay my head on my pillow, I write 2 or 3, sometimes it's more, things I was grateful for just that day. And they're the smallest things. just reminding yourself, I saw my grandson today. I saw this person smile at me, whatever it is, I had this beautiful meal, all the things that we should and can and are grateful for, and just to bring that to the forefront and then go to sleep. Try that. See if there's any difference in your life. All right, we're going to grab onto our right knee. Inhale, hug your thigh into your chest. And let's bring our ankle or our coming into our figure four. Yeah, so you decide how you feel today. So either the side of your shin, the side of your ankle or foot, or cross at your ankles. Good. And then this nice sturdy standing foot. It's not caving forward. If that's the case, cross at your ankles. And we're going to lift our heart and look up. Take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, glide your belly forward. Keep your chest up, hinging at your hips, not rounding your back. You'll go farther rounding your back, but you won't get as deep of a hip stretch. Yeah, good. And then once you have your place, lift your hands up, right? We don't want to be holding, gripping our leg. We want just nice, easy hands laying on your thigh. Relax your head forward. Lift your toe up if you'd like. Close your eyes and say hello to your right hip. Find your breath. Big breath in. Exhale. Let that chest, heart just melt forward. Another breath in. Exhale. Hinge a little bit further each time. Notice any gripping, any tension. Can you open your mouth slightly? Can you relax your heart forward? Can you relax your shoulders? Can you relax your whole upper body? Just let it be soft and falling forward. Yeah. Good. And then on your next inhale breath, press down into your standing foot. Slowly bring your body back up. See if you can slide your leg up to a cross leg. Take a nice big breath in, stretch the shoulders back, lift the heart. Exhale, relax, and just come to a simple little twist over to the right. Pressing your left forearm or hand into that right thigh, and just slowly stretching to a twist, turning and looking back. Good. That was then. Leave that behind. As you exhale, slowly bring the body back forward. And this is now time to create new. We have the opportunity to create a new life each and every day. Each and every day until we take our last breath. It's up to us. Take the other hand, hug it in, press into your belly. Yeah. And then see if you can cross on this side and notice a difference. Typically there's a difference between hips. Yeah, good. And then again, relax here. You can be crossing at your ankles. Lift your heart. Yeah, if you can't lift and have a nice tall spine, cross at your ankles. That's the perfect place for you there. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale, hinge forward at your hips. Keep your chin up. Keep your chest reaching forward. Yeah, almost as if you want to relax your chest onto that leg. And then once you reach your edge, your range, and bring the head down. Notice what you're holding, right? Can you relax, wiggle your fingers, close your eyes even. Just let the upper body drape forward, opening that left hip. Breathe. 2 and 1. And when you're feeling ready, then maybe you lifted your toe. Yeah, notice the difference from this side to the other side. And now on an inhale breath, press down into your standing foot. Slowly bring your body back up. And just let the legs slide down or cross at your ankles. Good. A nice big breath in, relax the shoulders, lift the heart, find that tall spine, and exhale, simply turn it your waist over to the left. Pressing that right forearm into the outside of the left thigh or the hand. And turn your head. Couple breaths here. Exhale, relax, slowly turn the head back forward, body back forward. Good. And uncross. And as in most classes, almost all classes that we do, we're releasing toxins. We're stretching muscles, tendons, and releasing toxins. Lots of water. Yeah. And relax. And let's sit back into our chairs and get ready for our final relaxation. This is where all the work that you just did settles in and goes deep into the cells. So palms up on your lap. You can lay down if you'd like. Find a comfortable seat, tall spine, relaxed shoulders. Maybe slide your hands up a little higher on your thighs and relax. Close your eyes and find perfect peace here. Relaxation. Yes. So let's take a breath in and sigh it out. Just let go of any bits of tension that your body may be holding. Just let it go. Tension does us no service. Another breath in. And let go a little more. And one more. Breath in. And let go. Relax now. Allow yourself to let go of all of your efforts. Bring a gentle smile to your face. Notice how you feel with the smile. Take another breath in and let it go and feel the shoulders relax. Your arms, fingers. Feel your heart soft, belly soft. Hips heavy. Thighs relaxed. Hamstrings. Glutes. Lower legs. Feet. And toes. Whole body relaxed. Again, notice how you feel. This is where you find who you truly are, your true nature, this contentment and joy that we were born with and still exist in us. And here it is. You can find it anytime. Feel free to remain here as long as you'd like. Should you choose to slowly come back into this space and time, begin to move the body, sway it forward and back, side to side. Gently wiggle toes and fingers. Just waking yourself back up, reconnecting slowly. Bringing your hands into Anjali Mudra, prayer position, and resting them onto your heart. Good. Yes, that seed of love, your heart. Take a nice big deep breath in, fill it up. As you exhale, bow your head. And we'll close practice today with this. When your life is filled with love for everyone, there can be no fear. And you're feeling ready and complete at your own pace. Gently begin to flutter your eyes, just crack them open, and then a little more and a little more as you lift your head. And I thank you all, and in gratitude for all of you that came and come to yoga. Have an amazing rest of your day. Continue to deposit this into your bank, your practices. And we'll see you next week. Have a lovely rest of your day. Namaste.